Lloyd Austin, the United States Secretary of Defense, is a figure whose career and leadership offer valuable insights into the complexities of modern military leadership, national security, and the role of diversity in the highest ranks of government. His life story, professional journey, and the policies he has influenced demonstrate not only the significance of his position, but also the impact of his leadership in the context of a changing world. Austin's role as Secretary of Defense is one of immense responsibility, overseeing the U.S. military during a time of shifting global power dynamics, technological advancements, and evolving threats to national security. Born in Mobile, Alabama in 1953, Lloyd Austin's early life was shaped by the racial and social tensions of the time. Growing up in the South during the Civil Rights Movement, Austin experienced firsthand the challenges of systemic racism and inequality. These experiences likely influenced his leadership style, which emphasizes resilience, discipline, and a commitment to justice. Despite these early challenges, Austin excelled academically and athletically, eventually attending the United States Military Academy at West Point, where he began his military career. His success at West Point marked the beginning of a long and distinguished career in the U.S. Army, where he would go on to serve in key leadership roles. Throughout his military career, Austin was known for his strategic thinking, calm demeanor, and ability to lead in high-pressure situations. His service in Iraq and Afghanistan, particularly during some of the most intense periods of conflict, earned him respect and recognition within the military and beyond. One of his most significant roles was as the commander of U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, where he oversaw military operations across a region that includes the Middle East, North Africa, and Central Asia. This position placed him at the center of critical U.S. military operations, including the fight against the Islamic State, ISIS. His leadership during this time was crucial in shaping the U.S. strategy in the region, focusing on coalition building and a measured approach to military intervention. Austin's nomination and confirmation as the first Black Secretary of Defense in 2021 marked a historic moment in American history. His appointment was a significant step toward increasing diversity in the U.S. government, particularly in roles that have traditionally been held by white men. However, Austin's qualifications and experience were the primary factors that made him an ideal candidate for the position, rather than his race alone. His leadership in this role has been defined by a commitment to modernizing the U.S. military, addressing the challenges posed by emerging global threats, and promoting diversity and inclusion within the Department of Defense. One of the key challenges Austin faces as Secretary of Defense is navigating the increasingly complex geopolitical landscape. The rise of China as a global power, the resurgence of Russia, and the ongoing threat of terrorism require a nuanced and strategic approach to national defense. Austin has emphasized the importance of strengthening alliances, particularly with NATO and other international partners, to address these challenges collectively. He has also focused on the need to modernize the U.S. military, ensuring that it remains prepared to confront both traditional military threats and new evolving dangers, such as cyber attacks and disinformation campaigns. In addition to external threats, Austin has had to address significant internal challenges within the military. One of the most pressing issues is the ongoing problem of extremism within the ranks. In the aftermath of the January 6th Capitol riot, which involved some current and former military personnel, Austin took swift action to address the issue. He ordered a military-wide stand-down to address extremism and launched initiatives to identify and root out extremist beliefs and behaviors within the armed forces. This effort is part of a broader push to ensure that the U.S. military remains a force that reflects the values of the nation it serves, including respect for democracy, diversity, and the rule of law. Austin has also been a strong advocate for increasing diversity within the military, not only in terms of race and ethnicity, but also in terms of gender and sexual orientation. He has worked to create a more inclusive environment within the Department of Defense, recognizing that a diverse military is a stronger military. This includes efforts to address the unique challenges faced by women in the military, such as sexual harassment and assault, and ensuring that LGBTQ+ service members are fully supported and included. Another critical aspect of Austin's leadership is his focus on the well-being of service members and veterans. He has consistently emphasized the importance of providing adequate support for those who serve, both during their time in the military and after they transition to civilian life. This includes advocating for better mental health services, addressing the issue of veteran homelessness, and ensuring that veterans have access to the benefits they have earned. Austin's own experiences as a veteran give him a deep understanding of the challenges faced by those who have served, and he has made it a priority to ensure that they are treated with the respect and dignity they deserve. In addition to his focus on the military's internal challenges, Austin has also played a key role in shaping U.S. defense policy in response to global crises. One of the most significant challenges he has faced in this regard is the ongoing conflict in Afghanistan. In 2021, Austin oversaw the U.S. military's withdrawal from Afghanistan, ending nearly 2 decades of U.S. military involvement in the country. The withdrawal was a complex and controversial process, marked by chaotic scenes at the Kabul airport, as thousands of Afghans sought to flee the country. While the decision to withdraw was made by President Biden, Austin was responsible for overseeing the execution of the withdrawal and ensuring the safety of U.S. forces and allies during the process. The withdrawal from Afghanistan has been the subject of intense debate, with critics arguing that it was poorly managed and resulted in unnecessary loss of life and suffering. However, Austin has defended the decision, emphasizing that the U.S. had achieved its primary objectives in Afghanistan, including the elimination of Osama bin Laden and the disruption of terrorist networks. He has also argued that it was time for the U.S. to shift its focus to other global challenges, particularly the rise of China and the ongoing threat posed by Russia. Austin's leadership in the aftermath of the withdrawal has been focused on rebuilding trust with U.S. allies and partners, particularly those who were affected by the events in Afghanistan. He has emphasized the importance of learning from the experience and ensuring that future military operations are conducted in a way that minimizes harm to civilians and protects the lives of U.S. service members. This focus on accountability and continuous improvement is a hallmark of Austin's leadership style. In addition to his work on global security issues, Austin has also been a vocal advocate for addressing the challenges posed by climate change. He has argued that climate change is not only an environmental issue, but also a national security threat, as it has the potential to exacerbate conflicts, displace populations, and create instability in regions around the world. Under his leadership, the Department of Defense has taken steps to reduce its carbon footprint and invest in renewable energy sources. Austin has also worked to ensure that the military is prepared to respond to the impacts of climate change, such as natural disasters and humanitarian crises. Throughout his career, Austin has been known for his calm and measured approach to leadership. He is not one to seek the spotlight, preferring instead to focus on the mission at hand and the well-being of those under his command. This humility and dedication to service have earned him the respect of his colleagues and subordinates alike. Despite the immense challenges he faces, as Secretary of Defense, Austin remains committed to ensuring that the U.S. military remains the strongest and most capable fighting force in the world. Lloyd Austin's role as United States Secretary of Defense is a reflection of both his personal qualities as a leader and the broader changes taking place in the U.S. military and government. His leadership is characterized by a commitment to modernizing the military, addressing internal challenges such as extremism and diversity, and navigating a complex global security environment. At the same time, he has remained focused on the well-being of service members and veterans, ensuring that they are supported both during and after their service. As the first Black Secretary of Defense, Austin's appointment is a historic milestone, but it is his experience, expertise, and dedication to the mission that truly define his leadership. In a world that is constantly changing, Austin's steady hand at the helm of the Department of Defense provides a sense of stability and purpose as the U.S. faces both new and enduring challenges on the global stage. If you like this video and know someone in the military, please share it with them. Thank you for watching.